So with the recent Galaxy Note 10 launch, you might think it's crazy to get some information on the Galaxy S11 right now. But in fact, we're getting some juicy info at the moment, not just regarding Samsung's plans for the S11, but Samsung's strategy for the entire flagship range right now. And it points to the fact that Samsung is considering huge changes for their flagship lineup going forward. Even their first attempt at the Galaxy Fold had difficulties. Samsung have actually launched the product again with some very good design improvements. So this begs the question, if this device becomes cheaper and more mainstream, how on earth do they fit 3 flagship phones into a 1-year product cycle? And well, they may not. Samsung is said to be debating the future of the Samsung Galaxy branding, including eliminating the distinction between the S and Note ranges, with the possibility of a Galaxy Note 1 in replace of an S11. If you think about it, this is really huge news. The Galaxy S and Note ranges have been a staple in the mobile industry for years now. In the early years, the S and Note ranges were extremely different. Size, the screen, the battery, the performance, the selling points of the phones, and of course the S Pen. But over the years, the difference has become narrower and narrower until really today the differences are few and far between, and people see both of those as really iterative upgrades upon the last one. So according to EV-Leaks, Samsung have considered merging those 2 products into one first half flagship. According to him, essentially an S series with an S Pen. Although it's unclear whether the S11 or S1 or whatever it will be called will keep the form of the S lineup or look more like the Note series with the S Pen. Assuming the Fold performs to expectations, the hope is to deploy its successor as a second half flagship. So really the success of the Fold will determine Samsung's strategy here. Whilst at the moment it's a very high cost luxury product, of course it does have the possibility in the future of becoming a very popular product. But I think that's not just one, but maybe a few years away just now. Which is why EV-Leaks prefaces this with, it's all still very fluid at the moment. Of course, we're about 5 months away from another flagship product by Samsung, whether it's called the Galaxy S11, the Galaxy One, or something else. Will Samsung use their own technology to make this product really unbeatable? A top processor is a given. A top design is also given. It's a Samsung flagship. A top camera, from what we know so far, and according to Ice Universe, Samsung are planning to upgrade the cameras in the upcoming flagship. The current crop of very small 12 megapixel sensors that they're using have just reached the end of their life, and no amount of software improvements are going to improve them anymore. They need new sensors in those phones. But what apparently is still up in the air is Samsung's decision whether or not to go with a 90 or even better 120 Hz refresh rate screen. But having all of those improvements in one device does sound too good to be true. So stay tuned for way more information about the S11 lineup going forward. That's it for now, but I'll see you in the next one.